Hello, dear ones. I am Eleonora, and welcome to this sacred place. This is the Awakening Path Show, the place where you come to expand your consciousness. And today you are also here to rise your vibration with Kiranjot Kaur and Isaac. She has an angel voice, one of I think is my best singer at the moment. I think the best I ever really enjoy to hear, and I hear over and over again. And I think the main reason is because she speaks from the heart and in alignment with the principles of one of my biggest passions, that is the Course in Miracles. Welcome back, Kiranjot and Isaac.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It warms my heart to hear, and all the years that I've put into study singing and then study Course in Miracles, and to hear that you can feel it, and that's so important.
Yes, and we are really here today to feel. So I think to break the ice, would you like to sing a song for us?
Yes.
Thank you.
I always want to sing. Where would you have me go? Oh, where would you have me go? What would you have me do? Oh, what would you have me do? What would you have me say? Have me say, and to whom? Where would you have me go? Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? Have me say, and to whom? Beloved, take my hand. Beloved, take my feet. Beloved, take my heart and mind. Let your will be done through me. Beloved, take my heart and mind. Let your will be done through me. Let your will be done through me. Beloved, take my heart and mind. Let your will be done through me.
I confess that I didn't resist and I sing along.
Wonderful. We always want everyone to sing.
I try to keep it very quiet because I prefer your voice, but I did sing along.
Excellent.
Isaac, let's start with you.
Hmm.
How music came to you?
How did music come to me? It's always been with me. When I was very young, I
If you
I
can
was
speak a little closer to the microphone.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
When I was very young, I was caught early comparing myself to others and finding that I wasn't as fast or as clever or whatever as many others and when I found music in elementary school actually I remember the teachers coming in and testing our ears and listening and offering band. And I said, well, I'd like to play the drums. And they said, well, we have too many drummers already. I said, okay, well,
Everybody wants the
how about
drum.
the trumpet? And they said, yeah, you can do that. And I thought, well, that'll be fun. That's loud. And anyway, I discovered that I was pretty good at playing the trumpet. Actually, people around me said, oh, you're very good at it. And so I just fell in love with playing music. It's a place where I can stop my mind and stop thinking and just be.
That's beautiful. And Kiranjot, I think you went to India, right? Can you tell us a little bit about how you ended up in India and what you learned there?
Yeah, well, I also started music from when I was quite small as well because I went to Waldorf school, so there might be some Waldorfians out there. But I was singing from second grade, well, from kindergarten on, but really so much. And then when I was 9, I was in a children's choir. And so it was very different for me to go to India because I had been doing music since I was small. And I had been doing a vocal trio with 2 of my friends that I grew up with, 2 other women, young women, that we've been singing together since we were 12. And we did recordings and toured and did all this. And then at a certain point, that ended. And so that's what kind of brought me to India, is just searching for what next and what to do in music. And I had a friend who was living in India, and she said, oh, there's a music teacher living next door to me. And in my meditation, I saw that you would come here and study from that teacher. And so I decided to be brave and go to India for the first time. And when I met my teacher, when I first heard him sing, it was as if my mind, my heart, everything was just broken open into this beautiful new place. And I thought that I could go to India for just two months and get a little something, a little taste, and then bring it back to California where I was living. And that's not how it works at all. Indian music is a full Indian classical is many lifetimes worth of study, and it's such a deep practice on every level, as well as this rich spiritual tradition of finding God in every note. Really, that's the purpose of it. And so my 2.5 months ended up turning into 5 years living and studying in Amritsar, India. And now it's been 19 years that I've studied with my teacher.
That's beautiful. I think there is something about India because just this week you are the second person that says, I went to India only for 2 weeks. That one ended up staying 4 months.
Yeah.
She was a spiritual seeker, and even though you went to music, you got both spiritual and music. But I think there is something there that when you go searching for something, you understand that you need more time to really get everything that the place has to offer.
Yeah, well, India has this history and this richness and depth, and so much is there. And if you look at it through A Course in Miracles, then you understand also that, well, when Jesus was living on the planet, that he took this journey to India to study with the yogis and to understand the philosophy and the theologies, and because India's been studying the human mind and spirituality for so long now.
Yes, that's remind me the book that I just translated to Portuguese. The name is Jesus, My Autobiography. Have you read that?
Yes, it's wonderful.
I just published the Portuguese version
Oh,
of that one. And in this book, Jesus tells everything, tells that yes, he was married with Mary Magdalene. They have children. But before he got married, he went to India. So, but the book is not just to kill your curiosity about the true story of Jesus. He also tries to rescue his true teachings that was really lost and transformed and manipulated through the centuries. It's really worth to read this book. So I also learned that how A Course in Miracles came to your life.
Well, I was from India. I went to Santiago, Chile, and I was living there and with my yogi community. So I've been part of the yoga community since in my 20s. And so I went to share Indian music and to be with the yoga community in South America. And while I was there, I met the father of my son and was married, and my son was born in Santiago, so he's Chileno. And um, I discovered Course in Miracles while I was there because I was struggling as a new mother in a very difficult marriage at the time. Um, and so I was looking for something. How do I navigate this? And I discovered Marianne Williamson and her lectures. So discovered her, and that's how I came to A Course in Miracles.
Isaac, thank you for sharing. Isaac, how about are you a student of A Course in Miracles too?
I am. Yeah. It's,
How
um,
it came to you?
I, at least in this life, I feel I am sort of I'm well, not sort of. I'm very new at spirituality. Actually, I came to Course in Miracles. Well, I'm on lesson 321 today, and so um, that long ago, about 320 something days ago, so less than a year. But
Congratulations.
yeah, well, thank you. Um, it there's I'm clearly hard to find words for me. It just resonates with me like nothing else that I've read so far. Um, when 2020 hit, a whole bunch of craziness happened in my life and things turned upside down, and I had to do a 180 and look inside and ask myself, well, do I want to continue on the path that I was on? And um, it, that seemed to point to sadness and and perhaps an early death. And so
Yes.
I changed a lot of unhealthy habits, and one of those was learning to meditate and really asking myself, who am I and why am I here, and all the big questions that I hadn't asked before. And well, through all of the things that I've read and heard and studied, Course in Miracles just resonates for me. And I know even in the book it says it's not for everybody, and I can see that. But for right now, at least for me, it makes me weep when I read it quite often. And the highlight of my day is having plenty of time to sit and read a lesson and contemplate. If I get an hour, I can go and read a few sentences and go into a meditation and contemplation, come back out and read and go back and forth and back and forth. And it's so funny because I think I've heard many students will say, yeah, it's dense, and I'll read quite a bit and then go and get to the end of a section and go, I'm not really sure what I read. But while I'm reading it, it's like, yes, I get it. This is amazing, and I understand, and I feel free, and I'm encouraged, and my spirits are uplifted, and so at this point, that's where I'm at. I'm certainly nowhere being able to teach it, but I love it.
I see A Course in Miracles as a tool of liberation from suffering. Because when we kill the fear, there is nothing left besides love and peace. And guess who comes along? Happiness. And that's why me and Kiranjot, we are so devoted to A Course in Miracles. This year, I decided to do in 3 languages. English, Portuguese, and Spanish. It takes me 1.5 hours. So I skipped the reading of the lessons, but and then I read Jesus' commentary from the book A Year of Forgiveness. And then I do a Reiki session. Unfortunately, I realize I can't do on the weekends because I have family. It's really hard. And I just make peace with that. I realize, okay, I'm not going to kill myself if I don't finish in December 31st. But I committed to do the 365. And tell us about what you are doing with A Course in Miracles this year.
Yeah, it's such, I'm so always when you follow the guidance that you receive, that's so much more than we could imagine if we're using our limited self. And so I got the guidance very late last year. I think just in early December, I was guided that I should every day post the lesson and sing the lesson. So I take the lesson and turn it into a little song or a mantra, since mantra is my background. And I've been posting every day. I do pre-record it, so it's not live. So as you're saying, it's hard with family and other obligations. So I have my son, so I pre-record as many days of the week as I can. And it's actually taking over my whole life. But it's amazing. I'm sure you know now. Because when you step up to, in a way, lead or teach it, you learn so much more. You know, this is my 5th year of doing the lessons. And now every time I read it like with new eyes and new understanding, and I'm having amazing experiences. Often when I'm recording the lesson, I'm also doing a commentary at the end that I just let whatever come through. So for me, I'm asking Holy Spirit, I say, you're doing this work. You say whatever needs to be said. And often it brings me to tears because I couldn't say that with just this dimension of myself. But when we connect to divine, then we have everything there.
The lessons are beautiful, and she sings through. So then actually the link is in the description. Please go ahead and check it out because you're going to be amazed. And in all my sessions, the English version, I also put your link there for your lessons.
you.
Yes, I do that as well. If you want a singing version, goes to Kiranjot.
I saw. It's so wonderful to
Yes.
share.
And my guides were a little bit sneakier because in my person was nodding me pick up the ones that you did in 2022 and 2023, fix them up and just post it again. And then the last day of the year, literally December 31st. Oh, come on, just do it again in Portuguese and do the Reiki session. And the guidance to do the three language came exactly on January 1st when I was ready to start the first one. Since you are doing Portuguese, why you don't do English and Spanish? Yeah, okay, I'll do it. So that's how it's negative. And I said, my goodness, it's 1 hour and a half. I'm very busy. You keep complaining you don't have time to meditate. Just take it as your meditation. Will be your spiritual practice. And okay, so that's how I take. This is my spiritual practice. So I'll do my best to do every day.
Amazing. I love it.
So
It
I
must
think maybe go ahead.
It must be to have three languages, and so it must enter like your consciousness in three different streams. I think it's something.
Yes. It's almost like I'm another person, another character for each language. And the Spanish version is kind of more, I feel more free because I think it's so funny. And I know the way I speak is very funny because I create words. When I forget, I just speak Portuguese or English, or I create something that nobody never complains. How can they repeat that? Or I can't understand your videos. I have a lot of followers in Spanish, so I guess they are understanding. So that's what's really matter. A Course in Miracle, I think that will end up being more about A Course in Miracles, but before we go on, would you like to sing another song?
Yes, let's do Only Love Exists, because this song is directly inspired by the introduction of A Course in Miracles, and actually the lesson today, number 36,
Okay.
has a line in here, so you'll find it and I'll tell you at the end.
Okay. You at home can sing along.
Yes,
I will
everyone
sing,
is
but I will sing
welcome.
very quietly.
But really, the introduction to A Course in Miracles, it says it right there in the very beginning what this whole thing is about, that only love is real, only love exists.
Yeah.
And then it takes all the rest, the entire rest of the book, to say it in hundreds and thousands of different ways, because it's very hard for the limited self to believe that only love is real. But
That's
it's
right.
not hard when we remember who we really are. Let every thought be loving, and every breath I breathe. Let every word be a prayer, every act a blessing. Let holiness envelop me, and inside my eyes like fields of white lilies. And all that is, only love exists, no matter what you fear. Only love is here, only love is real, only love is real. Let my willingness be given this each day that I arise. Let cool waters find each heart and mind in a world so parched and dry. Take me back to divinity. Every step compassion brings. Cracked branches and earth now green with rebirth in the arms of eternal spring. Cracked branches and earth now green with rebirth in the arms of eternal spring. And all that is, only love exists, no matter what you fear. Only love is here, and all that is, only love exists, only love exists, only love exists, only love is real, only love is real, only love is real.
Wow, amazing. I think I could hear your songs all day long.
And you can.
Let's talk about your new album, Holy. I think for that you're gonna show your website.
Yes. My website or my video?
Yes, I'm thinking probably, you know what? I'm gonna
Just show
let
it.
me stop sharing, and I need to share with audio. And I just have a little talk with my guides and say, guys, I'm sharing with audio, so please don't let mess up our live stream
I
like
think,
we did the last time.
but maybe you have to download it, Eleonora.
But you know what? I have downloaded on my phone, and
Okay.
not on my phone on the computer, and that's how it messed up. So maybe from here. Anyway, how is going? When it will be ready? Do you have a date?
Well, the wonderful thing is it might be ready after February, hopefully in March. That would be amazing. The one of the producers and engineers is working on it this month, and so I'm hoping soon. It will be in the spring.
Oh, beautiful. I can't wait. And you have a campaign to support the creation of the album.
I do, and it's still open. We've raised over
Let me
$7,000,
see.
and we're still trying to raise more because each song. So the more money we raise, the more songs we can include, and so I'll be campaigning again. Um, right now, I'm really been concentrating on the daily lessons, but this is coming up again as well.
So her website is on the link below. When you go there, I think the link is straight to this page. And the only thing you need to do is come here, donate. And I'm gonna make a donation right now to inspire you that's watching. And let me just see here. I want to make sure that my information won't show.
Yeah,
Yes.
don't share your screen now.
Let me just stop sharing the screen and finish. So you can go ahead and donate because it's for a great cause. And
Thank you
I
so
think
much.
I'm gonna finish later because it's take a little. Okay, let me see if it's go fast.
Thank you, Eleonora.
Now, you know what?
Everyone,
Sometimes your computer is smart and then can get everything, but this one I have to use my credit card, so I have to do it later. Let me just go ahead and open another one so I can show again because I wanted to talk more about your website. If you guys give me just a minute. I'll keep my donation open so you can finish after the live. And let's go back to the website. I want to understand more what you do here too. First, I told you I would love to go to one of your events. I want to hug you and also to listen to you, dance with everybody, sing. And
Red carpet on
let's
Sunday.
let's see the events you have. I love this picture here. If you live in the area, you said San Francisco, right?
Yes, near San Francisco, an hour and a half north. But actually, that
No.
next one, that top event, is going to be a live stream. Isaac and I are just starting to do a Zoom live stream. We want to do it every month, called Church of Divine Oneness, or the Temple of Divine Oneness. And we're going to be singing all of these songs from
Oh,
the
that's
album
amazing.
and from Course in Miracles. So this will be our first one, and we'll be talking and sharing the songs and having people sing along with us from wherever they are, which is nice because some of our people who would love to sing with us do
Let me
not live
see.
nearby.
Oh,
It's
nice.
by donation,
So,
so everyone can
oh,
join.
nice. I think I love this picture of you both. Yes, I will see if I can, if I'm free to join. I'm sure one day and one day are you planning to do every month?
Yes,
How be
we're
the
hoping to
frequency?
do once a month.
Oh, nice. I really encourage you that's watching to go ahead and join because it's a lot of fun. And then you have more events here. you can come to her website and choose your favorite, the one that's closest to you, or the another online. And you also do singing classes.
I do. I teach harmonium and I do vocal. I do private vocal sessions either in person or online as well. And I recently added some more space for new students. So if anyone's interested to study Indian classical vocals with me and harmonium, it's very beautiful to work together in this way.
Needs to be in person or
No,
it
you
can
can do
be
it
online.
online. Yeah, I do it in Zoom as well.
Wow, that's amazing. I think one day when I get some more time, I actually this morning when I was thinking about the live, I was thinking about you and I just realized I think that would be so much fun to learn to sing with Kiranjot. I know I never get your voice, but I think maybe I can get somewhere with you as a teacher.
Well, see, that I truly believe that each person was born to sing and that we are each a unique instrument. And so all we have to do is get out of the way and let divine sing us. And so there's no
We'll put that
judgment.
in my to-do list.
Yes, yes. And so I actually love to work with people. There many people have a lot of fear around their voice and got shut down very early as children. And so I love to work with those people. And Isaac has this nice way of saying that I give people a permission slip. But I really want to give everyone the permission because singing is just part of life. And that's something that I learned in India is that singing is just part of expressing our gratitude and devotion and something that so many of us in Western culture are missing. And we have this longing to have some devotion and authenticity and a practice of gratitude. And so singing is such a beautiful way to have that in our lives.
I think I should try. And my grandma, she was an amazing singer. I would call her. She was living in Brazil, and she would sing to my kids, and my kids would sing to them. My both kids has an amazing voice. My grandma has an amazing voice. My mom and my sister, and I'm the only one that can't sing that well.
Well, but anyone can
And
learn. Anyone can learn.
I think it's in my blood. If I try, I think I may remove those blockages that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know a little bit about this retreat, what it's about.
Well, every year I've been leading 2 retreats per year, and that's in a very magical place in Northern California on the Eel River. And we just spend every day singing together, meditating, doing yoga, and of course, I bring Course in Miracles and read it with everyone. And it's such an amazing experience
When will
to.
be the next one? I'll probably put in here.
I don't, the dates may not be accurate on that. It should be in early October. But
Oh,
yeah,
maybe
please
we can
check back.
partner and we do this and I go and I offer some rake sessions too. So for the collective, for the people that will be going there.
Yeah, that would be amazing. We'll have to
Yeah,
check
maybe
that
we
out.
can think about and talk more about later.
Mm.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I really encourage you to come and visit Kiranjot website because you're gonna feel your soul will want to engage with some of the offers that she has there. Thank you. It's a lot, so we really put our heart, our soul in everything we do. That's the magic of A Course in Miracles.
Yeah.
You do what you feel like doing. And it's not a struggle, even though sometimes, yes, sometimes it's kind of, oh my goodness, why I still even have to think about money? I just wanted to ascend and live a life, just sing and meditate. And unfortunately, we're still on the 3D, right? Still need to think about money. But we don't live, money works for us, we don't live for money. And we really try to take that pressure that money tries to put in everybody's mind away and really do, I'm gonna do this because I'm guided to do this way. I don't care if that will give me enough, lots of money or not, because I'm doing because I'm guided to do.
Exactly.
And everything always work out. Is that for you the same way as you too?
Exactly. And it takes, the more you practice following the guidance and the more that you then see, oh, look, it was already divine had this beautiful plan for me, and I didn't know how I would pay the rent, but it all worked out. And so the more you practice it, the more easily it comes to you. And today I was practicing the lesson because I'm pre-recording, so I'm ahead. And the lesson was, I am sustained by the love of God. And so this beautiful lesson reminds us that we're not sustained by money. We're not sustained by fame. We're not sustained by food. We're not sustained even by air. You know, like the truth of who we are is sustained only by love, because that's what we're made out of. And so it's this wonderful practice of coming back. If we have thoughts, fear thoughts, just coming back and remember what it is that sustains us.
Yes. And there is one of my favorites sentences of A Course in Miracles that I use every time that I need. Everything is always working for my highest good. I always repeat that, but sometimes I ask another question. I'm curious to know how that's how that's true in this case, because sounds a little bit challenging right now, but how that's happening for my highest good. And it's always is. I can give you an example, and then maybe you can think of one example so you can tell too. I'm very busy, so I have to do many things during the day. So I try to combine them in a way that's just on flow and I get more things done. So I pick up my kids earlier from school. I take them for lunch. I need to go to the post office and to the store. So I pick up my kids, take them for lunch, stop at the post office, then they start and then come back home. Perfect, right? But I forgot to take the letter that I would deliver on the post office. And of course, I remember only when I got to the restaurant. And then I thought, how that is happening for my highest good, because now I have to come back and have to go back home, come back again. I'm gonna lose at least 1 hour on that. How that was? Well, I did came back. When I was leaving the post office, I looked to the side and I saw a store that does internet. And it caught my attention. I went there, and then in the end, I ended up getting a double of the speed of the internet, getting a free phone with paid line for a year, and I still saved $20 a month.
Nice.
Okay. So that sentence is really true. Sometimes even when you don't see it, But everything that's happened is always contributing for your highest good.
Yes, and it's
I don't
always
want to put you in a spot, but do you remember anything like that?
yes, many things. And it's really that we change our interpretation. So, we usually our minds are very trained, especially in the United States. I hope in Brazil, maybe. Did you grow up mostly in Brazil or here in
Oh,
the
no, in Brazil. I'm here. I'll be 17 years here this year.
Well, so I grew up in the United States, and our minds are really trained towards negative thinking, and it's
No,
not
in
a
Brazil,
strength.
not, because we
Yeah.
dance too much and love laughing and
Yeah.
hug too much also.
Yeah, it's
So
different.
it's impossible to combine those three things with that.
I have some beautiful friends in Brazil who are Brazilian, and yeah, they bring a lot of love. And when I lived in India and I lived in Chile, there's a different feeling. But in this culture, unfortunately, we've lost a lot of joy because we've been very trained into negative thinking and we've been very trained into consuming, and that everything is outside of us, that we need more things. And so, anyways, that was just my little story about that we think it's something outside that we need to fix, but sometimes it's just our way of thinking about things. For example, one of my last retreats, um, it I didn't get the amount of people that I wanted to have, and I was like, why is it a smaller group? And it was a nice group of 10 people, but I wanted 15. And so, and I was like, why, divine? Is it not working for me to have all the people I wanted to have? And then when I got to the retreat center, there wasn't enough room. It wouldn't have been possible, even though they told me there was enough from 15. There wasn't enough room. And so things like this, where you think, well, this is, you imagine this is not good, but in the end, it actually was for the highest good, and we
Yes,
had an amazing, wonderful time together.
that's true. And we live by spirit. It's like live a life led by spirit because inspiration comes from spirit. And I'm talking about our higher self. That's okay. It can be your grandma that passed away, became your guide too, but I don't want to scare you that is watching. I'm talking about your higher self. And we just um, we just move and we get an idea and then we go. And I noticed that my guys, they play with my forgetting and being kind of living the moment, and I don't think too much about the future or the past. So remember things is getting very complicated. And sometimes I supposed to do something and I end up doing something completely different. I s- why I forgot that? But in the same day, I noticed something that me forgetting that works for my highest good because I end up getting something that's better than if I have done. So they use my inability to remember everything now in my behalf.
Isn't that wonderful?
So it's really take away a lot of that pressure of be on the guard all the time. And if everything is always working for my highest good, why are you being worried about anything, right?
Yes. Yes, and we also have many of us have this feeling we have to try to control and plan, and then everyone is feeling very, very tight and very constricted. And if you just know everything is unfolding for your highest good, then you just relax. Then you just
Yeah.
enjoy, and you just are curious about life instead of like, I have to make this and this and this happen. That's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
Well, the
It's not.
generosity can come out much, much easier than too if you're relaxed in that state and assuming that everything that's happening around you is for your good. And it's just such a wonderful thing. I can't think of anything specific lately that I'm well, no, that's not wrong. There's quite a few things that I could look at and tell stories about. Wow, this is scary and this is uncertain. I'm dealing with a lot of uncertainty, but falling back on always this. What the question I love is what could possibly go right here?
I love that.
Yeah. So
Or how could he's always saying, how could this get even better?
yes.
I don't think you grew up in US, right?
He did. He
Yeah.
did.
No,
Oh, you did? Oh, nice.
I'm undoing a lot of conditioning, my friend.
Oh. So let's talk about miracles because A Course in Miracles and what I realized in my life is before A Course in Miracles, I had two big miracles happening in my life. And then afterwards, I got another big one. When I say big one, it's like a situation that even the smartest person in the world could not come up with a solution with such a series of events. Maybe I tell one of my stories later on, but would you have any miracle to share with us? You can start with Isaac if you remember one, or Kiranjot if she already remember.
Go ahead, love, if something comes to mind.
Well, I would say that finding Isaac is a miracle.
That will come next because I'm planning to ask about your guys' love story because I love love story.
I'm jumping.
You can go ahead and tell us about your love story.
Well, I spent many, many years um, suffering and making my suffering and feeling very unworthy, even though I was a singer, an artist, and accomplished many things in the world. There was this deep sense of unworthiness that was still there, and no matter what I did, nothing was good enough. And so I had a series of difficult relationships over and over, and always proving to myself, right? This is how the ego works, is proving to myself I'm not good enough, I'm not loved. And so when my last marriage ended, I said, I'm done. I don't need any more relationships in my life. I want to concentrate on my relationship with divine. And I'm here to do my music and my work. And I just want to be with God. I don't care about anything else. And so I just started to really, that was my whole life. And I was very, very happy doing that. And I had found so much joy in that. And so I was not expecting, I was not really looking for anything. And then, but divine likes to play in jokes and and knows so much more than we know. I decide I'm done with relationships, and divine says, well, maybe not.
Yes.
And so when I met Isaac through music, he came to do a class with me, actually. He came to do a singing class with me because when he heard me sing, it made him cry, and he wondered why. So he wanted to know what that was. And when he came to have a class,
I'm getting chills, just let him know.
when he came to do a class with me, he told me that he was a Course in Miracles student, and then we just didn't stop talking. We just talked and talked because it was so much fun to share that. And I told him all the books that I was reading, all the Gary Renard books, and then he went home and read them all. And so and then being in a relationship with him and sharing a spiritual path together, this love is unlike anything I've ever experienced. And it's like aligned with what Course in Miracles tells you, is that it's just about extending your love. So Course in Miracles talks about holy relationships versus special. But in a holy relationship, you're just there to recognize and appreciate and celebrate the holiness in your loved one. And it's so incredible. I've never felt anything like this, to just unconditionally love and want to celebrate and encourage the beauty in his soul every day.
Wow, it's beautiful. Isaac, would you like to tell your version? Let me just say very quick, my mom and my dad, their stories vary. I'm not going to tell here, it'll take too long, but they met the first time when they were 16, they are the same age. And then they told their love story. My mom told me first, and then my daddy told his version. And the story was the same, but told by a different lens. And it was so amazing to hear both of them tell the story on that one way. So, would you like to share with us how it was for you?
Sure. So for me, um, I, one of the things that happened in 2020 was the loss of a very long marriage. Well, it was 25-year relationship that came to an end in 2020. And as I said, that was the sort of spiritual awakening for me. And
Mhm.
I, when I took a long look at myself, I decided, well, there's much work to be done, and I wasn't. I actually pretty quickly realized, well, I do want another partnership. I love being in partnership, and I am poorly equipped for it at the moment. So I began the work, and through through that time, and the work continues, but through that time of looking inward, I kept asking divine, well, I would like another relationship. I would like a divine partnership. And learning about, well, one of the teachers I read was Michael Singer. He talks about, he puts it as thorns, the little triggers that we carry around like we're all walking pin cushions, and trying to avoid brushing into each other and irritating each other. And please don't, please don't that way, because it triggers me and it hurts me. And he says, well, that's that is for each of us to say thank you for triggering me. Now I know what I can work on and pull that thorn or that needle out. And pretty early on, I thought my concept of one of the ideas for a beautiful relationship is being able to have some sticky situations come up, some thorns be pressed, some triggers, and be able to say to my beloved, okay, ouch, and thank you, and for showing me the thing that I would like to work on, and then being supported in that, and having it go the other way as well. If I say, and I feel that with Kiranjot, if I bump into something, say something, or something happens, and she's had this where she'll get triggered with something, and it'll be difficult, and she'll say okay, and she'll find her own space to process that, and I support that, and I'm here. But for 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 her, often she just goes inward and finds the stories that are causing the discomfort, and starts to undo them, and then shares that with me. And I feel so privileged to be able to be in support of her when she's healing in that way. But anyway, I was asking divine for partnership for a long time actually, and um, went out and dated some people and 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 enjoyed that, but also they were clear no's. And um, when I met Kiranjot, it was again, she's right. I found myself at a couple of her events trying to sing along and then getting so I couldn't sing. I was tearing up and very, very emotional and wanted to find out what that was all about. And I'm still not actually sure. I think it's just I think my
I can
nervous
ask your
system.
higher self and write in a letter, and he will tell me.
Yeah, I think
Tell
so.
you.
I think my nervous system is just learning how to flow more love. But um, yeah, I had actually been working on A Course in Miracles for a few months, another friend of mine had texted me an image of lesson one. She just said, no words, just Course in Miracles, lesson one. It just showed up in a text on a picture. I went, oh, I have to get that now. And I went out and bought it, and I've been over the moon. And yeah, the conversations that you and I have, love, about pure non-duality are it's so beautiful to be on the same path because we understand each other. Or if we're going, huh, I don't think I get where you're coming from. It's such a pure and easy um, sort of conversation to come to a common understanding. Or even if there isn't, I don't know if has there been. I think we're always in agreement in the end. So it doesn't seem we don't seem to have bumped into each other's thorns too much at this point. But it's such a beautiful, wholesome thing, this relationship that feels unconditional. It really does. It feels like I can be whomever I want to be, and I am accepted and loved, and it's so freeing. And I get to do the same for Kiranjot. She can be, she can say, she can do whatever she wants to do, you know. And
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
it's lovely.
And I'd like to explain for you that's watching. I know why you cry, why you got emotional.
Mm,
There was a soul recognition.
mm,
You knew it was her.
mm,
You knew that you meant to be with her and you were waiting a long time
mm,
to get to the vibration and also for her to get to the vibration of you guys meet and starting a new story from another point from another start. All those lessons that you and her had throughout your lives was preparing you to the moment where you guys could meet and contributing to this awakening together.
mm. Yeah, I feel
I
that
was
sounds
gonna
true.
say that
Yes.
when Isaac said that this time, I said, "Oh, now I know why he was crying." And then you said it exactly.
It's beautiful. And another thing is some people, they, especially, most of the women, men too, but women, we always want a special relationship. Now we know better, we want a holy relationship. But we want that special relationship. And growing up, I want that person you take my breath away. And I always wanted that relationship. And I didn't have any real boyfriend before my husband. I would meet some people and say, it's not him, it's not him. My friends would joke and say, Are you waiting for enchanted prince and a white horse? Something? Yeah, probably I am. I think I am. And when I came to US, I met my husband, and I realized that that year when I came here, something happened. There was a shift in my life in a way that I never felt so happy, so free, and well, I'm not really modest, but I felt like when would walk on the street, looks like I was glowing.
Mm.
That has happy I was feeling. I felt like I was glowing, and everybody would look at me, woman, men, old, children, especially the children, everybody smiled at me. I was in my highest vibrations possible. And that's when I met my husband.
Mm.
Many people are suffering. So if I just had that special relationship, but that special relationship that will make you happy won't meet you when you are miserable.
No, it
Yeah.
won't.
Right.
You need to find happiness in yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get to that vibration that you wanted to share with that holy person. Because if you just want to be with somebody when you are depressed and sad and angry, you could attract someone that's a match for you.
Yeah.
And I never really been very angry, so on, but I never regret any person that I decided not to have a relationship because I knew wasn't the one. I was very well alone until I found my real one. um, it's getting quite a time. Let's sing another song. Would you like singing another song?
Yeah.
Let's do Let All Things Be, because
Mm.
this is inspired by my love of Isaac. And you know what I love about the Indian tradition is that all love songs are actually to God. And so when we see our beloved in this human form, it's to remind us of our love of God. And so
Can
that's
I just share one thing? Um, when we are in love, especially in the beginning, we usually see our loved ones like the perfect person. After you get married, after some time, the challenges come and you kind of forget. But there is a picture of my husband in our wedding where he's looking at me with so much love. And when you are having a disagreement, I like to think on that of that picture. He loves me. He's not agreeing with me right now, but he loves me. And really see that other person. I would talk a little bit more spiritual. Everyone, we come here, we are divine beings. Everybody's a divine being. We come here, we assume some roles, and some maybe you that are in a spiritual path, oh, but that person is too close the mind, is this and that. But that person is just what that person is representing at the time. But the true nature of that person is divine. And my husband, he is Christian and I do Reiki, and he think I'm going to hell. I know I don't. So I joke with him, I meet you in heaven. I meet you in heaven, and it's good for me because I know you go. And it's too bad for you that you think I'm not. But I'm between heaven. But many people, when look at his energy, say, wow, he has such a golden light. And it kind of helped me to see his divine nature. I say he's just conditioned on this way by his story, his family, how his life was built. But that's not who he really is. What he really is divine. So when you're in love in the beginning, it's all beautiful. It's really easy to see the divine when the challenges come, and then that's a good way to really practice to see the divine in our loved ones. So that goes a long way for explain. We sing all our songs are for the divine, but the divine expressing itself through your loved one that you can really embrace. Mm.
Let all things be as they are exactly. Let all things be as they are exactly. Let my body and mind be flooded by rivers of peace. Let my body and mind be flooded by rivers of peace. Returning to love on willing feet. My eyes no strangers see, so joyfully we'll meet. Remembering the hush of heaven's peace. Surrendering to you in trust complete. Let me truly see it's only my thoughts that can hurt me. Let me truly see it's only my thoughts that are hurting me. Let all things be as they are exactly. Let all as they are exactly, returning to love on willing feet. My eyes no strangers see, so joyfully will meet, remembering the hush of heaven's peace, surrendering to you in trust complete, surrendering to you in trust complete, surrendering to you in trust complete, to you in trust complete, to you in trust complete.
That's beautiful. I was guided to send some Reiki healing for peace and clarity for everyone that's watching, for you both too. The only thing you need to do to receive is just allow. Just say a mental prayer saying, I allow my higher self to use this energy for my highest good. That's all you have to do, and you're going to receive the energy. Thank you. I think I can't just choose one song to be my favorite.
Me neither.
Wow, your music and your beautiful instrument too, Isaac. I think it's like, of course, we always call the attention to the singer, but she wouldn't be able to, the music wouldn't sound like it sound without your part.
Thank you.
So that's why you guys needed to do some work before and get together when you both were ready.
Mm-hmm.
Your music gives so much peace. If I would put into words, peace and love, serenity. And when you get that, what happens? You rise your vibration. When your vibration go above 400, guess what happened? Sickness cannot touch you. Bad things in your life cannot touch you. Because all the struggles that you have in your life is a result of one unloving thought.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are listening to a peaceful music, loving music, you will stop those passing thoughts. And we, as the image of God, the only thing we need to do to come back to love is stop at the unloving thoughts. And then, boom, we are there. Because that's our true nature.
Mm-hmm.
We are there every time that we are creating. We are there every time that we bring our mind to the present moment. That's the only thing you have to do. And then you look at the scale, the map of consciousness. Then you have 1 destruction, 20 shame, and then guilt, and then 100 is fear, and then hate is 150. And then you need to cross the bridge of courage That's when you realize that there is a God, that there is someone that's really taking care of you. You don't need to be in despair. And then you go, oh, but the 200 is not even half of love. Oh my God, how I get there. And the human being, I think it's the only ones, maybe even the universe, that in a split of a second can jump from 1 to 500.
Hmm.
Here you are. Think the life is over. You are so, you just need a thought is calm. And then you are peaceful, you're loving. Or sometimes you just need to observe a butterfly that came from nowhere.
Mm.
Anything that catch your attention to the present moment, what happened? You stop thinking about that tragedy that happened, and you're there in love until your ego oh, come on, remember your problems. You can't leave them alone.
That's true. That's true. Right.
Actually, you can. You're gonna learn how to do in an easier way if you do the Course in Miracles.
Yeah,
I'm so
I think it might be
grateful for this gathering.
I think it might be
Thank you for coming.
thank you. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you. Thanks for hosting, and so lovely to share music with you and your audience.
And stories.
Mm.
Yes, and I envision a party of, I just created Star Seeds Awakening Community. It's a community of healers and intuitives and psychic, and you are both invited to be part of this community. We're gonna be at the Conscious Life Expo, and I don't know yet everything that we're gonna do together. Actually, I know the first thing we're gonna do together. I'm planning a retreat, an online retreat for after the expo, where we're gonna share. And maybe offline we can speak about if you want to be part of it.
Wonderful.
Hmm.
Yes, and then you can just bless us with your music. That will be beautiful. I'm just I'm feeling so much love and peace and gratefulness to have met you both. And I really look forward to see you both in person.
That would be
Yeah.
wonderful. Looking forward to it.
Maybe we can sing a tiny little song to say goodbye.
Of course, and don't need to be tiny. You can take your time. Would you like to say a departure message before or after?
What kind of message?
Oh, just say departure. I don't know how
Ah,
it is. My Portuguese accents on the way.
I really
A
love
goodbye
accents, but
message.
sometimes I say, what?
I'm sorry.
Well, um, we're so grateful to be here and to be introduced to your community, and you've welcomed us with so much love, and it's so fun to see how divine has brought us together, and I hope to see you in person, and I would love to share lessons with anyone who's interested. And please, when you watch Eleonora's Course in Miracles, and then come and watch mine so you can sing the lesson. And maybe next year you'll have to translate the song and sing it.
Ah, there it is.
Actually, I can already do that. If you send me the lesson, I'm gonna if you send me the song, I will translate and give back to you to sing in Portuguese.
Oh,
Or I can try,
harder.
but I don't know. I really can't promise if people gonna like it.
Well,
But you know
you have
something
to learn.
interesting? I think 2 years ago, after I know, see, I'm changing a lot, my awakening, I'm really changing. And I realized that I'm singing better than I was singing before.
Mm.
I was singing happy birthday to my daughter, and I was able to reach a note that I would be out of breath before. I said, huh, maybe now I can entertain in singing.
Yes.
Absolutely. No question.
Well, but singing is something that your instrument is something that's like going to the gym. So I have some vocal exercises that we do together, and I always tell people this is like going to the gym. When you first start, you're going to start slowly. You're going to only do 5 pounds, and then you increase. And there's no way that your vocals cannot increase in capacity and depth and intonation, all of these things. There's no way. If you practice every day, just 15 minutes, there's no way that your voice is not going to improve in this beautiful way, just as you are taking care of any other part of your body.
You encourage me. I think I'll put that among one of my priorities. Isaac, would you like to say something before you
I'm
guys
just happy
sing?
to be in the room. That's all.
Thank you. And I will do something different this time. Um, I will end the live when, as soon as you guys finish the music, because I like everyone that's watching to just stay in this high vibe. But you guys stay because we can keep talking after. And
Well,
I will also send some more Reiki for love, peace, and serenity and clarity. The only thing you need to do is say, I allow my higher self to receive the energy sent by Eleonora.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eleonora.
well, I was thinking of doing one song, but now I have a different inclination.
What are we doing?
Okay.
Undefended. Maybe you haven't heard this one. I'm not sure. Isaac has to get his guitar.
Okay.
But this song is inspired by the beautiful lesson that says, "In my defenselessness, my safety lies." Let my heart be undefended. Let my soul be given wings. Let my mind fully surrender. I lay my armor at your feet. Let me know no threat or vengeance, no more guilt or shame or sin. Let me know my unassailable strength from that which abides within. From that which abides within. You are loved, 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 you are Let all attack be met with kindness. All illusions, wounds undone. Let every sword be turned to plowshares. In my defenselessness I come. Let my heart be undefended. Let my soul be given wings. Let my mind fully surrender. I lay my armor at your feet. You